gentlemen, while I was in Dubai, I have bought quite a lot of fragrances. One expensive, a few cheapies, some hidden gems, but in general I've bought a lot of great stuff while in Dubai. So let's not waste any more time and let me show you what I bought in this haul. I'm going to start this video with my most expensive purchase and my most favorite purchase from the haul, and that is going to be Sospiro Erba Oud. Erba Oud from Sospiro is one of my most favorite things I've ever put my nose on. This is a fruity oud fragrance. This will remind a lot of people of Shaghaf Erba Pura, but made much more dirtier, darker and oud heavy. With the use of oud, a lot of fruit molecules to create this fruit basket-like scent, but back it up with oud, which gives this fragrance a very strong backbone, not only to give off insane longevity from, but also to project off. This is very strong, fruity, dense, little animalic and a little harsh at the top for people who love extremely strong oud fragrances with a very fruity top. I paid $313 for this 100 ml bottle. I was very split between Erba Oud and Dolce Melodia because these two were my favorite from Sospiro whenever I tried them in a store called Plethora Perfumes. I just couldn't get my nose off this fragrance here. My most expensive purchase from the Dubai haul, and I have no regrets of buying this fragrance right here for over 300 bucks, and that is Sospiro Erba Oud. From the most expensive purchase to the most popular one out there, and that is Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Crush Cheirosa 62 Perfume Mist. This has been viral for I don't know how many years, and it was finally time for me to not only try it for the first time, but to pick up this 90 ml bottle. I paid around $31 for this 90 ml, and I couldn't have been any happier. This is very sweet with a prominent pistachio and almond at the top that really gives this fragrance a very sugary, sweet sensation that I think is super pleasant. It leans a little feminine, but I think it's perfectly unisex. I've recently found out there's an Eau de Parfum version of this, which I would love to try, but I can highly recommend this stuff right here, especially for 30 bucks in Sephora. This is insane value for money right here, and it's actually my fragrance of the day in order for me to test out the longevity and projection, which is very good. Longevity is 7 to 9 hours on my skin with a projection of 1 to 2 meters in the first hour, but the sillage here is insane and very compliment pulling. So I can highly recommend this perfume mist right here. I have rated an 8.8 out of 10 minutes improvement rating. I can't stress enough how good value for money this is, especially if you love sweet fragrances but want something pistachio oriented. And it's Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Crush Cheirosa 62. By far my cheapest pickup in Dubai was from a local boutique down in the old city of Dubai called Golden Boutique. That is a Creed Aventus oil. I have purchased this not only because I think it resembles the Creed Aventus DNA very well, but I also wanted to give it a try, mainly because it lasted for a very long time on my skin, around 10 to 12 hours, with awesome projection and sillage for an oil, but specifically because I want to take advantage of what perfume oils can do, and that is to boost the longevity of fragrances. For $6, I couldn't think of a better purchase, so of course I would pick up a Creed Aventus inspired perfume oil. Might as well for such a low price tag. Come on. From my cheapest perfume oil to my most expensive perfume oil, and that is pure Cambodian oud oil from Yas Perfumes. This is around 3 to 5 grams of pure raw Cambodian oud oil, which I purchased for 300 dirham, which is around $82. Look at the color on both the tester strip and on the juice itself inside the small bottle. My goal in Dubai was to get myself a very strong yet not too expensive oud oil in order to boost the longevity and scent profile of other oud fragrances that I might want to layer and wear. This is very resinous, deep, dark, very dirty, syrupy-like, and just a tinge of animalic facets are in here as well. I think I got my goal accomplished by getting myself this oil. It's not very expensive, but I think I'm getting my money's worth for sure. When I was in Dubai Mall, I stumbled upon Swiss Arabian, which is a house that mostly focuses on creating cheap fragrances that smell very high-end, but they also create some very expensive stuff. And I took some fragrances home with me, specifically 2 fragrances and 2 oils. But let's start with Shaghaf Oud Ahmar and its companion, which is the concentrated perfume oil. This is a very fruity fragrance with a clean musk and amber base. Even though it says Oud Ahmar, I don't really pick up on any oud accord in the base whatsoever. This hooks you at the top with a peach and melon accord combined with freesia at the top to give it somewhat of a clean white floral feeling to it, but it's mostly a very fresh fruity scent. Unfortunately, this does not last on my skin. Both the perfume oil, the fragrance, and when combining the two, I unfortunately get only between 5 to 7 hours of longevity with a very mild projection, while a friend of mine, which I used as a test subject, got between 7 to 9 hours of longevity, but also with very mild projection. I got these two for a combined $100, and I think if you're looking for a fruity summer fragrance with a white floral touch that is mostly going to be a very musky, ambery, clean scent, I don't think you can go wrong with this combo right here, especially if you don't really care about the longevity and projection, but you want to smell nice whenever someone gets up close to you. I've given Shaghaf Oud Ahmar Eau de Parfum a 7.7 out of 10 minutes improvement rating, while the oil gets a 7.6 out of 10 minutes improvement rating. But wait till you see my other Swiss Arabian purchase. My second purchase from Swiss Arabian was Shaghaf Oud Tonka and the Shaghaf Oud Tonka concentrated perfume oil. Together and separately, these smell absolutely incredible. Even though it's called Oud Tonka, there's not an oud accord listed on any fragrance website, but I don't pick up on any oud accord either. This is tonka bean, orange blossom, Turkish rose, some amber and vanilla that really gives this fragrance a very sweet, strong, and potent scent profile. With an almond accord at the top, it really gives this fragrance somewhat of a marzipan type of scent profile to it. And whenever this fragrance gets to develop, it becomes even more sugary sweet because of the tonka and the orange blossom that gives the fragrance somewhat of a sugary texture to the scent profile. And the vanilla here also amps up the sweetness in the base. If you like fragrances such as Bif Delicieux from Dior, I think you'll also love this Tonka fragrance right here. I think it's insanely well made. It's strong, it's potent, it's very sweet and sugary. I can't wait to review this fragrance and talk about it for you guys. And that was Swiss Arabian Shaghaf Oud Tonka. Lastly, I have a 3-in-1, and I bought 3 10 mLs from Kayali. Firstly, I got Lovefest Burning Cherry, which I've talked about a lot previously on the channel. I just want to stock up on a small 10 ml right here. Also, I picked up Kayali Eden Sparkling Lychee, and the newest from Kayali, I picked up Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar 42. This has a jelly bean accord with other sweet candy-like accords, which I think is super creative and super interesting. If you like very sweet fragrances, I think you could check this out. I will make a review of this very soon because it is popping off, it's getting viral, and I want to give you my opinion on this fragrance right here. So my last purchase was these 3 10 ml bottles from Kayali. Gentlemen, what do you think of my $700+ fragrance haul from Dubai? Do you like the purchase that I made? Do you dislike them? Have you tried some of these? Are you considering trying some of them? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section below. I would love to have a conversation with all of you down there. Also, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe to the Men's Improvement YouTube channel for more videos about fragrances, grooming, style, fashion, skincare, fitness, watches, everything that will make you, gentlemen, the best possible versions of yourselves. Last few things I want to ask you, gentlemen, is to smile more because it's free, and I want you to watch these 2 videos right here. This one here below is going to be my latest upload, whereas this one up here is going to be video that the YouTube algorithm thinks you will enjoy.